if I told you this weekend's action-packed slate of wrestling, you could also potentially see some big female returns? AJ Lee, Paige. We're going to talk about all those possibilities and so much more tonight on a brand new episode of Off the Mat, your new wrestling obsession. Welcome, everyone. Dom Sticks, how are you guys tonight?
You know, really quick, the intro, when you do the intro, I want to see Stephanie Vakir on the intro. Leave Julia. Get rid of freaking goddamn Yeet and Jay Uso. Put Stephanie. Put her out front and have her there. You could say Yeet with Stephanie.
You can say Yeet with everybody. Where Stephanie? You mean NXT Stephanie Vakir?
Yeah, she came back in NXT, and where the hell she's been in freaking Raw for like the last 3 weeks? I don't know. But
I think she's just got time off because she was burning the candle at both ends. So they gave her time off before Evolution.
3 shows at one point,
and she was also had her first 4th of July, so she was amazed seeing her 4th of July. I don't know where she was, so she was hanging out with
probably in Tampa somewhere, or
that dude that shouldn't be with her,
Randy Orton Jr.
Freaking bastard. Hell with that guy.
Dallas Dom.
Yeah, I am. So she wasn't there for the last couple of weeks.
You might be able to see her at San Diego Comic-Con, Dom, because rumor has it that she might be one of the people at WWE's Mattel booth.
And guess what? I will be there. I was saying, come join us on Off the Mat.
So we'll see. We'll see if that actually happens.
And who are you? I'm Dirty Dom Topin.
Dirty Dom Topin.
But okay aside, this actually all week long is wrestling. From Monday through Sunday, we have wrestling. If it's not WWE, it's TNA. If it's not TNA, it's AEW. And then you get the pay. You get Saturday Night Main Event on Saturday. Then you have WWE's Evolution on Sunday. So it's a whole
Great American Bash.
Yeah, the Great American Bash, which is on Saturday too, right?
Saturday at 3. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Which we did have. I'm just running through your slides here real quick, Sticks, and I noticed you're missing one.
Which one am I missing?
It was announced today that we had another match added to Saturday Night Main Event.
Is it
Big Jim Uso versus Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship?
What can go wrong there?
So
right,
that's what we have look forward to. But I want to start the show by talking about Evolution 2, and more specifically, Paige. It came out that Paige had an interview with Chris Van Vliet where he was pretty much asking her, what's your contract status with AEW? And she says, my contract status is all good. I'm a free agent. And Van Vliet says, no restrictions. And she says, nope, no restrictions. Everything's amicable. I can't say that word with me and Tony Khan, but I'm a free agent. He said, you're free to pop up wherever you want. She says, yes, I'm free to pop up wherever I want. And he said, like WWE? And she said, yes, like WWE. And he said, as Saraya or as Paige? And she said, definitely as Paige, 100% as Paige. So sites like Cage Side Seats and other ones are running with this narrative that, are we going to see Paige return to WWE Sunday night at Evolution 2? Which, by the way, in all intents and purposes, is going to be a bomb, and not in a good way, of a pay-per-view, because they are having problems selling tickets for that event.
No, you would think that you would have these top female wrestlers, a lot of them hot, a lot of fans and stuff like that in them, that they would have a hard time selling. I think going into this, they had no clue. Because I think the whole thing with Liv kind of messed up a lot of the situation that they had, the plans, and they had to scatter and try to get other plans going to reinvent the wheel. Because
my question with that is, like, how much does one person change all? Like, I could understand that throwing a monkey wrench and potentially doing the Bella Twins versus Liv and Raquel for the titles, but why would one person being injured cause the whole card to have to be ripped up and restored? It makes me feel like more like that's the excuse they're using, but their card just wasn't up to snuff to begin with?
Look, I don't know. I this is my theory on what happened. Liv got hurt, and they were planning on Liv and Raquel to defend the titles against the Bella Twins. Probably what was going to happen was, I think that the plans were Roxanne Perez was probably going to go out there and try to help them, but making them lose the belts. And I think that's when you would have had, a lot of the tension going on between Liv, Raquel, and all that stuff like that. And I actually think that Raquel was going to betray Liv at the end, because because there was a couple of times in a couple of weeks when Raquel was going after Roxanne Perez, it slipped. Liv lost, and remember she had words with her. So that's what I actually think there was a whole big storyline with that, and with the Bella Twins when she attacked Nikki Bella. It kind of changed the plans, and I think the last minute, I think they wanted to put the NXT a tag team together for NXT, because you're right, because all those weeks you were talking about that the women's tag team championships should go to NXT, because it's not working with WWE, not with the Raw and SmackDown. Go to NXT, rebuild the brand of the belt up, and come up, and then bring them back. So I think that there was a lot of loose ends that actually went crashing because Liv's getting hurt, and that's why they had to do a lot of changing. Now, let this be told: if you see the poster indicates a lot of other things too. There's no Stephanie Vakir on the poster. A lot of people are speculating what the hell's going on. How come there's no Stephanie Vakir on the poster? That she should be up in front where you see her on the poster, and they didn't. They have, what's her name? This girl that she had a leg injury. She was out. I forgot her name. They mentioned that she's coming back. She's in the back of the poster. They freaking showed. They spoiled the surprise of her coming back. She's on the poster in the end, and in the back left. I forgot her name. But anyway, I just did the promotion. I just think this was rushed. I don't think it was, putting tag teams, having Charlotte and what's the face? Why am I getting blank now? I can't think of her name. What's the name of tag team with
Stephanie Vakir's on the Evolution poster, the new one.
Is? Where?
Yeah.
No, they probably redid it because she wasn't on the old one.
It's so the original one, the official one she's on, it's Io Sky on one side. So Io Sky's front and center. You have Asuka and Dakota Kai like jumping in the sky. Stephanie Kier's in the background right behind oh my god, I can't think of her name right now. She was just US champion. Oh my god. Zelina Vega and Becky Lynch. So she's
sticks.
She's on the.
Can you put the poster up?
Yeah.
Can you put it up? Because I know that she wasn't on the original poster. When they showed the original poster, people were getting at it. All the talk shows were talking about where was not this poster. See, this is a different poster. They had the other poster.
Well, this is supposedly the official one.
So the other one that all the wrestlers were in the background, that's a different one. That's brand new. I don't know if that's the official one, but there was the other poster. We had a whole bunch of other pieces that they must have took down because they spoiled some surprises and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Let's see. I think you're talking about this one. I think you're talking about this one.
Yeah. This was one that they had in the back. They had they have in the back. They had somebody else. think she's in the back over here in the corner. Who's that in the left-hand corner? Next to
right here.
In the left hand, all the way at the end, and you see what's the face? Hart.
Natty,
right next to Natty. Who's that?
Well, that's Raquel Rodriguez.
Okay, I forgot. It doesn't even look like Raquel Rodriguez.
And Jada Parker.
Right there.
And then I think that's Elba Fire. Or
yeah, but what's her name was coming back too. Yeah. Anyway, that she was coming back. She had like a knee injury. She was out for like a year, and now she's coming back. So this must be another brand new poster, because there was another poster. This wasn't the poster, so they changed posters.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
Card subject to change, poster subject to change.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would say this is probably
Alexa. See, they changed the whole thing. Alexa Bliss teaming up with Charlotte Flair. You know, you got Bianca Belair, who's coming back. Of course, she's coming back. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got Sol Ruka in the background there.
Yeah.
Jordan Grace. All right. But still.
Yeah. Hey.
But what do you think the possibility of AJ Lee and Paige coming back at Evolution too? I think Paige makes a lot more sense.
I think Paige, and I think we'll get a surprise by another legend. Because we already know that what's the face is coming back. It's gonna be fighting Tiffany time. You know,
Trish Stratus.
Yeah, Trish Stratus. But I also think there's another legend besides the Bella Twins stuff coming back too.
Lita.
Maybe you'll get a appearance by Lita coming in. You know, I don't know. It's just hard to tell. That it really looked like they rushed this card together because they really didn't have a plan. And that's why I also think that's why the ticket sales are down. And hey, look, for what it's worth, I would go see it. You know, old girl pay-per-view. You can count me in.
According to WrestleTix, WWE had a total of the arena they're doing this from had a 6,652 seat arena. They had only sold, as of July 4th, 4,804 tickets, and they still had 1,578 tickets left to sell. Compare that to the where they're doing Saturday Night Main Event. The Saturday Night Main Event had 12,785 total tickets to disperse, and as of July 4th, they had sold 10,731. But they're already calling Evolution 2 a massive failure.
I think no, it is too bad. I actually think what they should have did was the reason why you got Saturday Night Main Event, you got the Great American Bash, and then you got Evolution. You got three freaking PLEs, if you really think about it.
Mm-hmm.
All, you know, it's just too much. And again, that's what fucking TKO is doing. They're pushing the envelope to try to get more product out there. It's like Bubba Ray said it actually perfect. WWE is like a fast food franchise now.
Tables?
No, fast food franchise. If you listen to you know, he said that's fast food restaurant. That's what the WWE is like now because they put it all over the place.
Oh,
all over the place.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, luckily, thankfully, this is our last Saturday Night Main Event until December, so we should start to get a little bit more space in between our PLEs.
See, I actually like Saturday Night Main Event. I think it's a good PEL. I think it's great. You know, it's great to have one time a month where you can actually have a couple of things. I think there's too many big No, I actually think there's too many big pay.
Oh, once a month. Let's not get 30
Oh,
in
once a
main
month.
event once
No,
a
I
month.
don't. But Saturday Night Main Event could be once a month, or maybe every 2 months. But the whole fact is that I think that's better than the regular pay-per-views.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
the regular big ones. Because there's just too many. Look, I understand
Yeah.
you have to have the middle ones here and there. And you got the big four.
What?
The big four is, you know, did they mention that the SummerSlam is 2 nights? It's 2 nights, right?
Yeah, SummerSlam is 2 nights. Yes.
And the Survivor Series didn't get mentioned yet. 2 nights.
Survivor Series is only 1 night. It is not
As
2.
of right now. As of right now.
So far.
So far.
Well, they've
yeah.
already started selling tickets for it, so it's 100% 1 night.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe next year.
There you go.
I go to 2 nights. But who the hell knows, man? The draft. They said the draft is after SummerSlam.
Oh, here we go.
The draft is after SummerSlam.
You're drafting it. Listen, what did I say last week? I said in the 6-month period that we've had this year, we've had almost as many, if not more, PLEs in the 6-month period than we did all year last year. It's just way too many. It's way too many.
It's so many that we're not even past SummerSlam yet, and we're already talking about Clash at the Castle.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
We're already
see,
talking about, you know.
This match will set up Clash of the Castle. That's
This is
4
the
months away.
Look, and then
3
they
months
do
away.
that, and then they leave big time players off that card to do a Monday night or a SmackDown. They're fighting for a championship. Champions should be fighting in all the pay-per-views. If you're a champion, you're
Every
a
other.
champion. Yeah, got to go on the big the big time, not just the regular shows.
Evolution has that. Every women's championship is on the line except for the Women's United States Championship.
See why?
Wait till Friday.
Yeah,
Why?
I'm sure, because I'm sure
Wait
Julia's
till Friday.
probably
They'll add
defending on
another one.
Friday.
Their MO so far has been add one at SmackDown the night before.
No, I think they're at 6 matches, so I think they're done.
Does Vega get a rematch?
Probably after Saturday. Probably, maybe
No,
that
they
gets
keep
announced for Saturday Night Main Event. Maybe that happens on SmackDown, but it doesn't happen on Evolution because their match card is already at 6 matches.
So they can do another
Every
match.
time,
It could be a quick
every
match.
time they mention getting a rematch, it's one way it's for one person and another way for someone else because they talked about a rematch on one of the shows and said nope, nobody gets a rematch. I think it was New Day. Nope, you're not getting a rematch. But someone else got a rematch. So it's which is it? You either don't get a rematch or you do get a rematch. You can't flip flop for everybody else just because it suits your narrative.
It's all over the friggin' place. It's all over the place. You got all this.
It certainly is.
Don't worry about it. Brock Lesnar coming out to
Oh.
friggin' fight the Gunther.
Oh my God! Now he's just doing it just to be a fucking troll. Now he's just doing it to be a troll.
Oh my God! Well, here's what I'm going to say. And this is the last thing I'll say on it. When you're doing PLEs every 2 weeks, or every a third two, whatever the case may be, you don't have enough time. And I don't know who was saying. I don't know if I was watching Vince Russo. I don't know who I was watching. If the WWE isn't giving their PLEs enough time to cook, enough time to set up,
and that's the thing. That's why Bubba
They
Ray
can't
said
even get them set up. We are days away from 3
and they're
pay-per-views.
They're still right.
Saturday Night Main Event, the Great American Bash, and Evolution 2.
And that's the crazy
they're
thing.
just doing it to try to compete and squash AEW. That's all. That's the only reason we have all these PLEs this weekend is because AEW is doing All In Texas.
Yeah. And
they're going to end up squashing themselves with all this. They're going to end up putting the knife in their own foot.
Yeah. Listen.
Because A, you're going to run down your talent, and B, people are going to say, "Well, you're a mess."
That's why they leave talent off the card.
Why should I go and watch a mess?
That's why Great American Bash, you have to have a TNA World Championship contract signing in the middle of Great American Bash. Why? Why is that on Great American Bash? Why isn't that on Why isn't that on NXT next week? Why isn't that on TNA? Why is it got to be in the middle of Great American Bash? Why do we need a premium live event to have a contract signing for an event that's not even happening at that event?
It's not only a contract signing, it is the merger of TNA and NXT.
Oh my God.
Imagine that.
They can't handle their own shit, let alone anybody else's shit.
Putting that in there, you got all these. Look, it is so much. Are we getting over or freaking withdrawal of freaking wrestling? It's just so much wrestling going on.
I don't think it's withdrawal; it's oversaturation.
It's saturation, and the fact is that we're getting to a point where do we need to watch any more wrestling? It's just so much. Like every fucking weekend, you're right. There's always a pay-per-view.
Someone's having something. If it's not, and it's not just WWE. It's AEW. It's TNA. It's any of the indies that you want to throw in there. There's always something going on wrestling-wise, and like you said, there's something on every day. Sometimes there's two things on a certain day, depending on what you watch.
The first week of having Monday through Sunday wrestling every day.
Now,
come on, man, think about it. Think about it. When have we gotten wrestling every single day of a week?
In the 1980s. In the 1980s, we used to get an hour of WWE Saturday, Sunday. We'd get it during the week a little bit.
Channel 11, 9.
Saturday night main event every once in a while.
Yep.
I don't know how and you think of the times where the information age wasn't even around. How did they do things? These guys are just feeding into their own sauce.
It is, dude. It's content overload. We are literally on content overload to the point where WWE can't even make their product. We went from the highest of highs of wrestling 2 years ago to now the lowest of lows. Like the content is bad. The storylines are bad.
Yeah.
They're not, there's no nothing driving it. They're throwing together PLEs at the last minute. You're getting just repetitive matches that, we thought we weren't going to see that anymore. It almost feels like Hunter has hit his and the creative team have hit the wall and they don't know what to do anymore. And
I think they drove themselves into the wall. I don't think.
Well, yeah, and now it's PLE after PLE after PLE after PLE because they feel like they have to. Why? AEW is a dead product.
Because Dom even said it. They're trying to make back their money.
Well, I understand,
but trying to make back but they're doing it the wrong way.
Resale value for tickets
they're choking the fan base. They're choking the fan base for money.
You want to see a WWE show? Go to Evolution. $50, $54 for a ticket to Evolution.
Listen, it sticks. They're not only choking their fans; they're choking their chicken as well too. Because at the end of the day, they're putting themselves into a hole because the money they lose from these pay-per-views is going to even put them in more debt.
Sorry, Sticks. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're fine. You're fine.
You kept cutting out, so I thought you were done talking.
I'm sure I am.
But
no, it's true. Hey, listen, it's sad that Evolution didn't get the feed that it should because I think it was put together too fast. I think there's just too many pay-per-views that are happening. You have 3 this weekend. 3 this weekend with WWE purposes, and you have the AEW one too. So there's 4 pay-per-views that are happening. There's 4 big wrestling events that are happening this weekend. So it overload. You're right. Overload of wrestling. Trying to compete with each other. They're trying to compete with AEW. With Matt saying that AEW is dead. AEW has some good stuff. It's not doing well against WWE. WWE is still the dominant freaking goddamn force out there. You may have some good matches in AEW, but overall, WWE is wiping the floor with AEW. And
it's because AEW is creatively dead. They have great wrestling matches. Their in-ring stuff is phenomenal. There's times where their in-ring matches are far and beyond WWE's, but they have no story. They have no creative.
Yeah, they're just going match to match without having it be leading to somewhere.
But you know what? WWE is going that way too. Creative storyline. You're right. They're falling flat in the face. There's a lot of things that should be happening. But you know what? But I do have to give them credit for Seth and company. With all the feuds they're having with all these different guys, because it's going to come to a head on Saturday Night Main Event where Roman Reigns is coming back. He is going to come back and freaking stop Seth from freaking cashing in on Gunther and freaking Goldberg. But the whole fact is that that's going to happen because it's going to set up Seth versus Roman in SummerSlam.
Well, that's a good segue to our first story there, Dom, in our news section. Is Roman Reigns is reported to be back very soon, but potentially with a new moniker.
Yep.
A new report shed light on Roman Reigns' imminent WWE return. A new moniker is expected to return at SummerSlam 2025. At WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas, Paul Heyman betrayed Roman Reigns. CM Punk to side with Seth Rollins. On Twitter, WrestleVotes reports that Roman Reigns is to return to WWE television, potentially featuring a new moniker. The leading idea for his presentation is said to be OTC 1 or Tribal Chief 1. Stupidest. If that's true, that is the dumbest moniker and nickname.
Nope.
Why not just leave him OTC, Original Tribal Chief? Why does he have to be OTC 1? Stupid.
I don't even get that. Unless they just mean.
Well, the whole fact is that he's going to be here until after SummerSlam to friggin' the fight Seth group. But after that, he's going to friggin' leave again and be out. So, give or take. That's why I'm glad that you got LA Knight. Look, LA Knight is fighting Seth in friggin' Saturday Night Main Event.
Yeah.
Seth, now let me ask you a question. Do you have Seth beating LA Knight, and beating LA Knight and burying LA Knight even more, or you have LA Knight pulling out the win, a shocker win over because you have maybe Roman Reigns coming in to friggin' interfere. But I think that if Roman Reigns does interfere, it should be when Seth is trying to cash in. So you can cause a big debacle. You could have friggin' Roman Reigns come in and spear friggin' Goldberg, spear friggin' goddamn Gunther, spear Seth, and you have some crazy shit to really make the crowd pop the crowd to go crazy. And then have that stop him from cashing in. And then SummerSlam, you could have whatever. Because do you think CM Punk shows up?
Potentially, yeah.
He hasn't been on TV for what, 2 weeks?
Well, he came in. When Seth, when Seth was gonna try to was not cash in. He was fighting Penta. He came. Oh no, he didn't. No, he didn't come in.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. He didn't come in. It was last week because LA Knight was the one they got in Raw. But he might pop up. It could be a crazy ending. I got a feeling that Seth. That's gonna be the second to last match. I think the match, the championship match, Goldberg versus Gunther is gonna happen. It's gonna be the main event. But
they're already talking about breaking up Seth's group.
Yeah, I know.
They're already talking about Braun Breaker turning on Seth.
I know, and they're talking about that.
We just finally got their name. They're going to break them up already.
But you see, that's the thing. There's so many freaking different aspects of what's going on here. You could have, like I said, you break up the event. I mean, you break up the group already, but then you add new people. That's why I think you're going to get either Ethan Page or friggin' Saints, Ricky Saints coming. Eventually coming part of the group. You get rid of Braun Breaker, and Braun Breaker could be a thorn in their side. But I always said that Braun Breaker was going to be the one. See, me personally, I see Paul Heyman taking Braun Breaker and leaving, and having Braun Breaker and being the mentor of the Braun Breaker, because Braun Breaker does fit the mold of a Heyman guy.
Yeah.
So I see that more than I see them kicking Braun Breaker out. Because you got to look at it. You got to look at it this way. It could be all a ploy. Hey, this could be all a ploy. That Heyman is with Seth and all these things like that, and then betray Seth. Like I said, apparently what I read, they say that the group is doing pretty good, that the angle is doing pretty good. But as soon as the angle starts to get a little weak, they can bring it up like Judgment Day. When you had Edge as a leader of Judgment Day, and you brought Finn in, and then they betrayed Edge. I could see the same type of angle with Seth Rollins, and you bring somebody new in and they kick Seth out. But
I mean, you already had Braun Breaker basically just take a microphone from Seth Rollins and cut his own promo on Monday night.
Exactly.
100%. Paul Heyman leaves and goes with Braun Breaker.
Yeah,
that's a given.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see it.
But I'm tired of, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm tired of factions, and you're putting them together just to break them apart. And you got Judgment Day over here, who is DX 2.0.
I know.
They just keep, or NWO 2.0, or they just keep changing and interchanging members, and to the point, like, what's the point of Judgment Day anymore? This group has way overstayed their welcome. It's time to break them up.
Yep. I thought that they would break up already.
But they keep giving them gold. They keep giving that group gold.
Because they have nobody else to put the belts on.
Yeah.
That's why the Raw tag team titles go to 3 teams: the New Day, the Viking Raiders, or Finn Balor and JD McDonough.
Look, factions were great. Back in the 90s, in the early 80s, the 90s, 2000s. It was great when things were happening now. When they first introduced Judgment Day, first the Bloodline, all that stuff like that, it was doing good. But you're right, putting all these factions together and wrestlers that have little storyline to put them in something, to give them a big push. And like I said, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if Braun Breaker was the one that broke into freaking Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch's house. It stole over $10,000 when they were away, freaking doing things in their Malibu home. But I don't know. Like I said, Seth doesn't need a Paul Heyman to promote him, because Seth is great on the mic. He's a great presence on the mic. He's a great talker. You don't need anybody to talk for him. You didn't even need to have him in a group. He could have been just a freaking a out of control dude. He finally got frustrated after Cody, with Cody and stuff like that, after being betrayed, or after everybody helping Cody. Everybody turned on and went their own ways. But I don't know. See what happens if they decide to break up the team going into SummerSlam. It'll suck, because
I don't think they're gonna break them up that quick, but
you never know.
I don't think there'll be a team by WrestleMania. I think that the turn's gonna come at WrestleMania next year. It isn't gonna be that quick. But I don't know, man. I'm not a Bronson Reed guy. Like, for a big man, he's super boring. Like, all he's got is I tsunami'd Seth Rollins 6 times and blah 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 blah. He's got nothing.
Before he hurt his ankles, he was actually doing good. He had some great fights with with Seth. He had great fights with Braun Strowman. He had some great stuff going on. It's just a story. These guys can pick up another level. Just a story. Hey, look, like you said, Braun Breaker grabs the mic and cuts his own promo. Meanwhile, it just can cause some early tension in the team. If he does it again, because now he's pissed off that he didn't take out Sami Zayn by himself. He had the help from freaking Karrion Kross, which I'm happy that Karrion Kross is getting some story, is being involved in some story now. Maybe we'll get him. Maybe he becomes part of the faction. You don't know, to push the agenda, put him in the something. Maybe Braun Breaker confronts him and goes, "Listen, I didn't like the fact you took out my target," and they have some words. That'd be kind of cool. Braun Breaker versus Karrion Kross. I see some shit.
Oh, I think that would definitely happen.
Yeah, I think that's gonna. I think that definitely might happen now, because I think that Braun Breaker's sitting there and he's pissed off when Seth goes, "Don't worry about it. You got it. This and that," and walked away. You see Braun Breaker looking at Seth like, "Nah, man. Sammy was my freaking target. I wanted to take him out. I don't need anybody helping me take out my targets."
The only part of that whole Seth, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker spot that I didn't like, because we didn't really get a reaction from Seth, is when Bronson says, I tsunami'd the respect into Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Why didn't that get a response, even a look from Seth? That's not something you want one of your guys saying, do you? Right? I wouldn't want someone come up and say to me, "Oh yeah, I kicked his ass, and now he respects me. That's why I'm in his faction."
You know,
What? Come on, get out of here.
Hey, look, I understand that there's some aspects to the story that might not make any sense, but they needed stuff. They needed. Hey, look, I actually think Bronson Reed should have stayed with the Bloodline. He helped the Bloodline out. I think he should have stayed with the Bloodline, hanging out with Solo Sikoa, and then you would have had, you could have helped and did things like that. It could have been much better.
There was so much time in between that because of his injury.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
You had to make room for Tala Tonga.
Yep.
Oh, Tonga.
One of the Tongas.
Yeah. The green people of the group.
So what do you call that faction? The freaking Bloodline 3.0?
Yeah.
They're going to just be called the Family, probably.
Family. Well, wasn't the Family? What was the name of the family?
Samoan Legacy or something like that.
What was the name of the Samoan Legacy? I think that's the legacy. Yeah, I think the Samoan Legacy sounds better than the freaking Family. Because what's the name of the group that was in NXT? The Family? What was that?
They're called the Family, I think. Yeah.
So you can't.
The Italian mob boss guy.
Yeah.
So,
but moving on, staying with this here, I'm gonna share this real quick. Jake Paul, brother to WWE superstar Logan Paul, let it break that he's actually banned from attending WWE events. Logan Paul's brother Jake Paul is not signed to WWE. Recently, the Paul brothers sat down to answer a few questions for fans, where Jake made a bold claim about his current status with the company. At WWE Crown Jewel 2022, Logan Paul wrestled Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Championship. To even the odds against the Bloodline, Jake Paul came out to aid his brother. Despite this, the Tribal Chief retained his title. In a recent vlog on the Mavericks YouTube channel, a fan asked whether Jake Paul would join his brother in the company and become his tag team partner. Responding to this, the problem child said, "I'm actually banned from WWE." Logan then stated that the only reason for the possible ban was that Jake Paul had upset some higher ups in TKO. You've just upset some people involved because you've made an enemy out of fucking Dana White. You made a diss track on him. So apparently Logan Paul's brother is banned from WWE events because he pissed off Dana White.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Take that for what you will, but
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna miss him. So,
I mean, you wouldn't be interested in a Paul brothers tag team match?
Nope.
Nope. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how good. I don't know how as good in the ring he would be as his brother. I do think his brother is leaps and bounds ahead of any other celebrity that has gotten into the ring. I don't know how his brother here would accompany him and do. I just don't know. If I thought he was going to do it, maybe I would. Right now, I don't. I don't really care about his. He just got his ass handed to him anyway. So.
Well, speaking of celebrities in the ring, we got news that Jelly Roll is reportedly set to make his WWE in-ring debut at SummerSlam. Do you guys want, after his 200-pound, almost 200-pound weight loss adventure he's been on, respect on that, he's going to make his WWE in-ring debut. Do you potentially see that he comes out to be the savior of Cody Rhodes as Travis Scott shows up for Cena? And Jelly Roll sets up for
I don't think it's gonna be called Jelly Roll once he keeps losing weight, because Skinny Latte.
Swiss roll.
Yeah.
Swiss roll.
Probably because they do say that he has a major storyline coming, so could be.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. Do we really need celebrity? I feel like is the reason Raw tickets or WWE event tickets in period are are astronomical.
It is WWE World Wrestling Entertainment. It's entertainment for.
I understand, but is it really entertaining?
It's aggravating. Sometimes.
It is.
It is aggravating sometimes. I don't know.
Especially with Travis Scott when he pretty much ruined everything. You saw him. When was the last time we saw Travis Scott? When he showed up at the end of what, WrestleMania?
No.
He came out again. With John Cena.
It was one other time.
What
you're right. It was WrestleMania because he came out at.
Well, he was supposed to come out, and he didn't.
Right, I understand. Yeah, because he's apparently.
Well, it was Royal Rumble, right? With the turn.
No, Elimination Chamber was the turn.
Elimination Chamber.
And then he came out at WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes hit him with a crossroads, and then Cena picked up the win.
Yeah, I think he left with. Yeah, I don't think he wants anything. What to do after that? I think Rhodes was pissed.
Do we need to see Jelly Roll in a WWE ring? Are you excited about the prospect of Jelly Roll in a WWE ring?
No.
Yeah, congrats on the weight loss, Jelly Roll. You're killing it, man. You got great music. But WWE is just not. You don't need
Everybody
to do it,
wants
man.
to be a WWE fan, man. Everybody's WWE fan and want to be involved. Fuck it, I want to be involved. Put me in a ring.
You're already sitting here crying about your quads before, and you couldn't get off the couch before the show even started. You're like, put me in the ring. Put me in the ring. I can do it.
Damn. No, I can just picture me getting figure speared by Braun Breaker like I Show Speed did.
Dom will get down to the ring and end up like Mr. McMahon breaking both his quads as he gets in the ring.
Tearing both his quads. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Like coming out there. Oh, can't get him sitting down. I can't get him.
Dom will come out dressed like Boba Fett, go up to the middle rope to celebrate, and he'll like tear his Achilles and fall and be done.
Out for the remainder of my career.
Yep. The shortest WWE debut ever.
Now I'm talking about. I'm not talking about. Remember when they used to have the little people come out? They had friggin' they had Booker T. They had the little guy come out with Booker T. When Rock was fighting Booker T.
Yeah.
The TLW match.
Yeah.
With Hornswoggle and
Hornswoggle. You know, which wrestling match was they picked up Hornswoggle, they threw him out of the ring, they threw him, and he went crashing into the announce table.
Like 95% of the matches Hornswoggle was in.
Oh man, remember he was underneath the ring when the women used to fight. He used to come out and look.
Different times.
Different times, man.
Apparently, Shayna Baszler, who was released a few months ago, has still been doing work with WWE. It was reported earlier this week that Shayna Baszler was listed as a producer for the Kalani Jordan and Leonie Reed match on Tuesday's episode of NXT. So since she's still under that 90-day non-compete clause, she's been working with WWE in a producerial role, but there's not been any word on WWE offering her a contract as a producer, and she still desires to remain an in-ring talent.
Well, you know what? I think that I think she's doing that. Think about it. If they released her, why is she working behind the scenes still for WWE if she was released? So I think there could be a maybe they'll give.
Well, if you're still under contract, like why not do a different aspect in WWE and get paid for it versus just sitting at sitting at home and getting paid for it. You could still be in something, and it sets you up for a good career
down the road
after, because you can't wrestle till you're 60. Well, I mean, unless you're Ric Flair or Hulk Hogan, I guess you technically probably don't want to wrestle till you're 60.
I'll wrestle till I'm dead, brother.
I don't know. Like I said, you see, let me ask you a question now. You know, speaking about Shayna Baszler, do you see Ronda Rousey coming back?
No, not anytime soon. I don't.
No,
I don't think so. I think last I heard, she said that because she just had another kid, her body wasn't in ring shape, and so
I don't think she's coming back.
No, that would have been.
If she does, it'll be a one-off Royal Rumble appearance.
Yeah. True. But that would have been a big pop too if she came back, you know.
Oh yeah. And they might try and sign her for small stints here and there. Like, I guess we're getting Trish Stratus.
Well, Trish, yes, Stratisfaction. You might get that. So it kind of, like we were talking about we're talking about who might come back, like maybe Lita comes back, like we were talking about that earlier. Surprise of it, because all the women, you get the women that can still compete.
Yeah. What was it? Last week we were talking about the Godfather coming back, or
Boogeyman.
Boogeyman.
I'm the Boogeyman.
I want to see Val Venus come back. Hello, ladies.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, I don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Damn.
That's a gimmick that probably would not fly
anymore. It would never fly anymore. Yeah. What about Al Snow? Freaking give me a head.
L's doing his. He's got a good gig.
Yeah.
Keying up the new wrestler, so he's fine. Keep him right where he is.
Yeah, that's probably Al Snow. I think isn't he working? Doesn't he work for GCW or something like that? He's behind another promotion.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, GLW.
Is it GLW?
I think so.
You could have what about the Bradshaw? Well, see, Bradshaw is working with TNA now. He's working TNA do something. Have him do the Border Patrol stint again, like he did back in the day when he fight Eddie Guerrero. He yelled.
That was crazy.
That was funny. JBL. He's like, go back to Mexico. He was saying that. He was telling him, he'll come back here. It's JBL said so. Yeah, that was some funny shit. See, they can't. But Vicky Guerrero is going to be there, and Evolution. She's going to come back.
That is true.
Yeah. We'll see what she does.
You see, and this is why I think, all kidding aside, you want to shake up. I think when they have the draft, everybody goes. Everybody is a part of the draft, from managers to announce people to friggin' the GMs.
Right down to the podcasters.
I think The Rock's daughter. I think what's that? Ava is going to go to SmackDown.
There ain't gonna be a draft.
There is gonna be a draft.
Nah.
Dom's got it in his heart that he wants the draft.
He does.
I don't want the draft, but they're talking about it, man.
You keep talking about it.
You want the draft.
I don't want the draft.
You want the draft.
I wish they just have storylines where all the champions can go back and forth.
I don't know what they need to do.
Everybody wants the draft.
They need to spread out their PLEs is what they need to do. Give them some breathing room.
Exactly.
Well, hopefully they will, with this being the last Saturday Night Main Event till December. So, do you want to get into our predictions for our full plethora of wrestling that we have this weekend?
Sure, let's do it because it's going to take a minute.
Yeah.
It's going to take an hour for Six to catch up to us. Oh, my God. Look how quick that came up.
Wow. Why is the Great American Bash? Why does it look like the Great American Bash is like 3D? Yeah. American Bash looks like it's 3D coming out.
That's how they had it on there? Yeah.
No, because it looks like it's my eyes deceiving me. I don't know. I was like, damn.
Yeah, because the red's popping off against
the blue. Yeah. It's popping off the screen. Like, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yep. So this weekend, Great American Bash, 3 p.m. my time and Dom's. Noon for Matt. Saturday night's main event will be at 8 o'clock. Yep. And Evolution on Sunday at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. All right. Again, 10-point must system here. 10 points per correct winner called, pinfall or otherwise, 10 points or any extra call. I kept it in there just in case I didn't feel like changing my slide. Sorry. All right. Up first, I just went again. I go by what they have listed on the website. Javon Evans versus Jasper Troy. And just a singles competition. What do you got down?
I think Javon Evans is going to pick up this win.
Really?
Yeah. I think he pulls out this victory. Like I said, Jasper Troy, I see more of Javon Evans than Jasper, because I think he's more. I think Javon Evans is more popular out there. The crowd likes him, and
he's popular.
No,
I like him.
I just think that he pull out the victory, and don't tell me if there'll be any interference, because I really don't know interference, but I'm going to go with Javon Evans over Troy.
For me, I do like Javon Evans, but I have a feeling they're going to they'll have a good match, and I think Jasper's going to pull out his first victory on his PLE. I think they're going to, because they want to push him because he's the new guy in town. So I don't know about interference. I don't know who would come down to interfere in the match unless someone comes down to try and key in on Javon. But right now I got Jasper winning for this match.
Yeah, I agree. I think Jasper Troy wins this match pretty handedly. He seems to be pretty heavily in the NXT title picture with Obafemi, so I think this is the match that gets him right back in to get another title shot against Obafemi.
Let me ask you a question now. Do you think that Obafemi comes out to interfere and makes Javon Evans wins to make even more of a that's another reason why I think that Javon Evans might win. Because I know that Jasper was freaking he stuck it to Femi a few times, but that's why I think that returned the favor.
Yeah. I don't know. That means already he's got his match later on in the night. I don't know. I don't know what we would get for interference. That's a possibility. I think it'll be a clean.
Yeah, I do too. I don't see Obafemi coming out and getting involved in this at all. I think Jasper Troy is going to handily defeat Javon Evans.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Up next. Here we go. Your Trick Williams, Joe Hendry, Mike Santana, TNA World Title match, Slammiversary, TNA title contract signing. Who fucking cares?
Yeah, right. All I know by this picture right here is that Trick Williams looks a lot like the guy who played Kane the Conqueror.
Majors?
Yes, Jonathan Majors. And I really hope Mike Santana wins this match. I love Joe Hendry, but I think Mike Santana should be the NXT or not NXT, but TNA World Champion. I hope he wins this match. But again, I go back to my previous comment. Why the hell are we having a contract signing during a PLE? You couldn't get one. You couldn't have these guys in a match.
Well, you could have these guys sign the contract on this Tuesday just went by.
Right, or on they couldn't have signed it on Impact, or they couldn't have signed it on NXT. Why is this going down during a PLE? It makes no sense. It feels like they didn't have enough to fill a match between having to fill a roster for women for Evolution and then Great American Bash. So let's just put the contract signing there to kill 10 minutes. And they're going to erupt into a giant brawl anyways. They always do. So it just, it's whatever at that point.
Who's going to start the brawl? Let's bet on that.
I think Trick Williams is going to start it.
He's going to push Santana?
Yeah.
And Slammiversary then until the 17th.
Yeah, or he's going to...
do this on TNA.
He's going to go throw a punch to
NXT.
Santana, and Santana's going to duck it, and he's going to hit Joe Hendry.
Yep.
And then that's going to just start into a kerfuffle scuffle.
Kerfuffle? Kerfuffle?
It's like a falafel waffle.
Say that 10 times fast.
I'm not worried about this as far as points. This isn't going to break out into a match, even if it does.
Yo,
I want the point. I want the points if Trick goes to hit Santana and Santana ducks it and he punches Joe Hendry in the face.
Or vice versa. I got Joe Hendry throwing a punch and missing Trick and hitting Santana.
Hitting Santana? Okay.
But you know what?
Right.
I can tell you who's going to win this match. When it does happen, one of those wrestlers.
One of those wrestlers? Yeah.
Down, that was profound.
How astute of you, Nostradamus.
I've never heard Dom say something more.
Nostradamus over here with his prediction.
Profound.
Yeah.
Damn. Good job, Dom.
You got it.
You got the point. You'll definitely get the points for that one. NXT Women's North American Championship match: Sol Ruca versus Izzy Dame.
You know, I'll be totally honest. I like Sol Ruca, but I might have Izzy Dame winning. You know,
really? All right.
I've got Sol Ruca. I think WWE's high on Sol Ruca. I think they want to keep the title on Sol Ruca for now. I think Sol Ruca retains his belt, and I mean you can't really beat her soul snatcher move. Like I think that's an awesome finisher.
Yeah.
I like Izzy Dame too, but are they really going to just feed? Part of me wants to say, like, if they put the title on Izzy Dame here, how many people are going to be like, oh, well, they're just giving the title to her because WWE is trying to feed Braun Breaker. So I think Sol Ruca keeps it. Like, I think Izzy Dame's great, and I think she's going to win the title eventually. But right now, I think WWE's high on Sol Ruca, and they're going to keep the belt on her for.
Hey, Ishan, what's up, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree 100% with you, Matt. I think they're still in for Sol Ruca, and that I think Izzy is. I think they're gonna have a. I think they're gonna have a good match, but I think they'll pull it out in the end. The win.
Getting an early take here that Jimmy Uso is not winning Saturday Night Main Event. Jimmy is going to win at SummerSlam.
Dude, he's not winning at all.
Yeah, he's not winning any title.
He ain't winning that shit, man. He's definitely not winning on Saturday Night Main Event. There's going to be interference. You're going to have all the Tongas coming in.
I can't get him back into the.
Hey, what's his name is going to come back? What's the other Tonga? Fucking this guy's going to come back, and he wasn't mentioned in the solo. Sikoa's freaking the family.
Smaller Tonga.
Figure that Tonga.
Not so tall a Tonga.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah. Shorty Tonga.
So yeah. Oh.
All right. NXT North American Championship match: Ethan Page versus Ricky Saints. Falls count anywhere match.
I'm getting his own channel.
Cosmic, man. Please, eventually I'll get it. Eventually, I keep saying it. I don't know what to do yet. I'm coming up with ideas. My boy Ethan Page, man.
Ooh, he thinks Ronda Rousey's coming back to win the Evolution Battle Royal. I don't think so.
You know what?
Wow.
You know,
I don't think so either.
One of these guys are going to be called up. Very soon. You know.
Agreed.
You know, I think the loser. I think the loser, because I think this is the last time they fight. You know, I think this is it. Whoever wins the belt is coming up to whoever loses is definitely going to get the call up. I want Ethan Page to. I want him to win, but I actually think Ricky Saints is going to take it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I think Ricky Saints is going to take it. You know, you feel him because I think Ethan Page is definitely coming up. I think he's coming up. You're reading the reports because him and Ricky Saints are definitely the two guys that they're looking for us. Seth's faction. So I'm really thinking that Ethan Page is definitely going to make his his WWE debut very soon. So I give it to Ricky Sainz, the championship, and Ethan Page in a couple of weeks will definitely be up in probably as soon as SummerSlam. That's how I think Seth is going to win at SummerSlam. If they have a match where if it's CM Punk, freaking Roman Reigns, and Penta versus the faction, I think Ethan Page is going to be the reason why he wins. That Seth wins. So,
man, that dude's got a lot of picks. He's saying Ronda Rousey wins the Battle Royal at Evolution. Randy Orton versus CM Punk for the undisputed WWE Championship again at WrestleMania Night 2 main event. And then AJ Styles wins the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. Clash in Paris. John Cena challenges the Universal Champion to 2 titles on the line. Intercontinental Championship. Sadly, I think Cena's 100% losing the title to Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam.
Well, Beth Phoenix is part of AEW now, so that's
I don't see
Beth Phoenix. Brie Bella's coming back, but Beth is with Edge with Cope.
My take on this is I agree. I think Ricky Sainz wins the title off of Ethan Page in a Fall Counts Anywhere match. Ethan Page comes up to be part of Seth's group. It will probably happen. It could potentially happen at Saturday Night Main Event, which costs LA Knight. But I think it's more so going to happen at SummerSlam to set up the War Games match between the two between these guys at Survivor Series.
I really can't believe, Matt, you actually said the same thing I said, that you're actually you're falling into the Dom Kool-Aid when it comes to this whole Ethan Page and Seth Rollins shit.
Listen, even sometimes the sun shines on a dog's ass, Dom.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, Dan.
No, I mean, you're right. Like, I think Ethan Page makes sense. He fits the group. Both these guys do.
Yep.
But I think right now, kind of, if you listen to Ricky Sainz talk, because he was just on What Do You Want to Talk About with Cody Rhodes, they wanted him in NXT. Hunter told him, hey, you're not coming to Raw or SmackDown right away. He hasn't been there very long. Ethan Page has been there for a year or so now.
Yeah.
So Ethan Page is ready to come up. Ethan Page fits Seth's group really well. So I could definitely see it. I don't think it's going to be. Wouldn't be shocked if it was as early as Saturday, but I'm going to say it happens at SummerSlam to continue this feud. So he's going to show up at SummerSlam. He's going to cost Roman and Punk. I think it's going to be Roman Punk Penta versus Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed at SummerSlam. And this is going to be, he's going to be the 4th member that gives them the win at SummerSlam, setting up Survivor Series. Tony Khan versus Triple H.
That's a match of the century right there.
The money is Tony Khan versus Nick Khan, the Battle of the Khans.
And then you get Khan.
Yep.
What do you think, Sting? What do you got in this?
It'd be called Khan versus Khan, the Wrath of Khan.
There you go. Listen, I'm not drinking any Kool-Aid that Dom got. I don't know where he makes his Kool-Aid. But I also have Ethan Page losing to Saint. I think Ethan Page is, out of the two of these, I think he's the only one that fits the group. I really don't see Saint's fitting his group. Not as much as Ethan does.
If you look at his AEW persona, I think he does. When he's absolute absolute Ricky Starks in AEW, I think he fits the group perfectly.
Yeah.
No, he does. Hey, look, they both fit the group, but I think Ethan Page is.
I think he's a little bit more.
More?
I've got Ethan Page in this one as well. All right.
Because I really see them overtaking the Judgment Day. Like, I could see them once Seth has the WWE heavyweight title, then you're going to see Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed be tag team champions and I think you see Ethan Page as the Intercontinental Championship. I think they're going to be the ones that take all the belts from
Judgment Day.
Although I don't know. I'm still on the fence about AJ Styles not taking the belt off Dom, but I could see them being the ones that take all the belts from Judgment Day.
Yep. I think Braun Breaker and Ethan Page will fit a better mold of being tag team champions than Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Because it just fits more. It's more of a dynamic approach to the team with them. If Braun Breaker and freaking Bronson Reed remind me of the Final Testament. Big dudes and
they
so
do
like that.
100% Final Testament. I'll give you that.
Yeah, so that's why I really think that Ethan Page's time is now. He's been there. Also, when The Rock was on the show, when The Rock was there, The Rock freaking mentioned, good luck out there. I'll see you. Even though The Rock is not involved in anything right now, but long-term storytelling, you could see that eventually.
Rock needs to never be involved in anything.
I know he shouldn't be, unless he comes back and he really puts the story and it's supposed to stay the way it is. But anyway, let's go to this Jordan Grace, Break Monroe.
Yep.
And
I want to know what happened to JC Jane here, because this picture of her is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Her face is like 95% nose.
You know what she looks like? You know who she looks like? What's the face? What's Kathy? What's her name?
Kathy Griffin.
Kathy Griffin. Yeah. She looks like Kathy Griffin.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, she does.
That's unfortunate for her.
Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe versus Fatal Influence.
I got Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe winning.
Yeah, I think Jordan Grace is going to take the Jordan Grace is going to beat her twice this weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
100% in it as well.
Blake Monroe's in-ring debut. I think they're totally beating Fatal Influence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got her winning twice this weekend as well. All right, that was a quick one. All right, NXT Championship match: Obafemi versus Yoshiki Inamura.
Obafemi.
Yeah, I've got Obafemi winning this one too, unfortunately.
Yep.
It's nice because Yoshiki Inamura being in the title picture, he's kind of had Obafemi's number a little bit, and being in the title picture, it's nice to see somebody else who's not Obafemi or Trick Williams or we were just talking about him and his name just is skipping my mind. Javon Evans in the title picture. So yeah, but I still think Obafemi retains.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going out on a limb on this one. I've got Yoshiki winning, beating Obafemi with interference by Jasper Troy.
So you see it ended. So do you see Shiki winning the title, or do you see him just winning the match, but Obafemi retaining?
I have him winning the match.
Win the championship. Well, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I think Styx is tired of not getting the belt, so he's going for broke.
He's going for broke.
He's big swinging for fences now.
Yeah.
Swinging it in. So listen. Oba's been a great champion for them, but you can only go so long and not lose. At some point, you're going to have to lose.
Yes.
I think this is going to be the spot where they can get Jasper Troy into it with them and cause a feud with them. But give Inamura, give him a little slice of pie,
Let me ask you a question: Is Yoshishi part of TNA?
No, he's
NXT.
NXT. Oh,
yeah,
okay. Okay, all right. It didn't. Okay, I thought he was part of it. I was gonna say you have the vice versa. You have somebody from TNA winning the belt off of the NXT and have the belt go to TNA.
No, he's been a tag team in NXT for almost a year now.
I forgot. I forgot about it.
Yeah, because then you also got his tag team partner that's been.
I remember. I remember the. Now I remember. Okay, I just
saw it in Overfemi side as well.
Here's my thing with this: like Yoshiki would make a good interim transitional champion if they were going to move to somebody else. But who else is there in NXT right now that's even in the NXT championship picture other than Obafemi?
What about
Trick Williams is TNA champion? Like, who else is there?
There's
really nobody to transition him to.
Nobody yet.
Unless they're gonna like put the belt on like a Javon Evans, but you would want Javon Evans to beat Obafemi.
Yeah.
There's like nobody else in the men's division wise coming up to really challenge for that title.
I think what you do with Javon, yes, you have him come in, beat Inamura, but beating Oba, whether he's got the belt or not, is still a chalked up plus for Javon. You can beat him. You can beat Oba with him not having the belt. You can in a match, and retain to up your chips as the champion for Javon.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is tough. I applaud you for the pick, man, but that's quite the limb you're out on there. I hope it doesn't break.
You know what? Listen, Sticks.
I'm a small guy.
I hope that country comes true to you, man. I hope that happens, and then your channel, your Doctor Who channel, takes off.
Yeah, I would like that as well. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Then we're into Saturday night's main event.
Oh, Solo.
Yeah, Solo all day on this one.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to lose the belt as soon as he wins the belt, so you can rest assured.
Yeah, Big Jim's going to catch a beat down.
Yep.
And then Jacob Fatu is going to show up, and he's going to catch a beat down too.
Yep. Could we possibly get Jay coming down to help his brother? To faction up with
No, I don't think so, because I think they're going to try to keep Jay pretty much separate on Raw, and because Jay seems to be very much in this Bronson Reed, Seth Rollins, like, I want to say throuple, but it's not really a throuple, but it's like 6-man love triangle that's going on Raw.
Listen, I see, like I said, what's going to happen is, eventually they've said they want to put them back together as a tag team again, but right now Jay is he's still too popular as a
solo. Yeah.
So,
and I mean, good on WWE for trying to get. I feel like this match is just another attempt for WWE to try to get Jimmy as over as Jay is.
Yeah.
And if you notice, Jimmy is even now taken to using the yeet and all that. So like, he's trying. They're trying to get him just as over as his brother.
Do you think they try? They know that they can't get him over like Jay. Do you think that they have Jimmy go back to being heel down the road? That he actually comes in and joins Solo's group, because he's got a pop. But the fact that I think that he could be the key opponent that turns, in War Games.
The problem is Jay's not even the most popular one in his family.
I know.
And his household. His wife is way more over right now than he is.
I know.
So
I can see him becoming heel again, because, hey, look, regardless of the fact of what's what, the Bloodline is here to stay. They're going to wind up trying to get the Bloodline all together. If the draft does go through, yes, we'll bring the draft up again.
I get a little tally card.
Listen, you got to have more, like the whole Bloodline underneath one roof, to keep the story going. I know it's great, but there's just so many characters that actually can come in, and it can be a revolving door. And listen, the big mistake that they dismantled the Bloodline. What they should have did was you have revolving door, new people coming in, and instead of you have no longer Roman Reigns is there. You have Solo, no more Solo. You have so and you have just a revolving door, but the Bloodline storyline continues, and it just becomes a big thing. Hey, look, me personally, actually,
I talked about that.
I actually think
we know why that fell out.
I would love to see Rikishi be the leader of Solo's new group. He's actually the mastermind.
Well, listen, I can tell you who's getting the biggest piece of turkey at the Fatu family Thanksgiving this year, and it ain't Jimmy. It's probably gonna be Jay, then Naomi, then Solo, then Jimmy.
Yep.
Get the scraps.
Yeah.
Here's the wishbone.
He gets the stuffing with the raisins in it.
Oh.
That's what
he gets the stuff with the raisins, but he also gets the wishbone. Make a wish.
Yeah. Nothing but raisins. Oh, no, the cranberries. Yeah, I've got Solo as well. Same reasons. I think you're gonna get some. I think he's gonna beat him. With help, not much help. I still think he's gonna be able to pin him. I think only one of his guys are gonna come down. Probably JC.
Somewhere Zilla's still waiting for that phone call.
Yep. Yeah. Which, if we get Zilla, it'll be during.
It'll be Survivor Series. SummerSlam heading into Survivor Series.
Yeah, I was gonna say SummerSlam, somewhere around SummerSlam, because it's 2 nights. So somewhere in there, he finally shows up.
Well, SummerSlam ain't 2 nights.
SummerSlam's 2 nights. Yes,
it is.
Yes, it is.
No, that is 2 nights.
Survivor Series.
I'm saying Survivor Series. I'm just saying Survivor Series. It should be interesting because they're gonna have war games, right? You're gonna have the women's war games, and you have the men's war games.
Mm-hmm.
But then you leave some people off the card.
Well, my question is, who gets the war games match? Is it Seth Rollins versus Punk and Reigns, or is it going to be Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu? Like, who gets the war games?
That's what I'm trying to say. You're gonna have two. You're gonna have set up two war game matches.
No, but I think the money is with Seth, Punk, and Roman in war games versus whatever's going on with Solo Sikoa. And
it's right. And listen, we call it, like I said, we're gonna call it Seth's group. Freaking fights Roman, Punk, and Penta. I think Sami Zayn is off for is going to be out
till Royal Rumble.
He's out indefinitely.
Yeah,
he's out indefinitely right now.
Out indefinitely. So
what they said.
Out till Royal Rumble when he makes his shocking return in Saudi Arabia
and wins.
Yep.
See how quickly.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he wins from the number 1 spot.
True. True.
All right. Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre.
I say Drew. Because Drew comes back. The last 2 matches he had, he freaking lost. He lost the last match that he just had. I think Drew with interference, I think this is where you're gonna get Randy really turning heel. But at the same time, I think Nick Aldis is going to wind up fighting Randy Orton. I think there's going to be something with Nick Aldis and causes Randy to lose. I still think that storyline is coming. But I'll give it to McIntyre.
I'm going to take McIntyre too, but I think this is not the start. It's laying the groundwork for not the Randy Orton heel turn, but it's laying the groundwork for the Cody Rhodes heel turn.
Yeah,
because I think Drew wins this match, and then we're gonna get Cody versus Drew at some point, and I think Randy's gonna cost Cody, gonna try to help Cody, and he's gonna cost Cody the match, and Drew's gonna win the belt off Cody, and that's when Cody's gonna hit a Cody cutter on Randy, and we're gonna see them feud as Randy is the face and Cody is the heel.
Yeah, you're right. That actually sounds legit. Yeah. No.
That's where I'm putting my bread.
And you still think that McIntyre is The Rock's champion.
I do, but again, I'm trying not to because I don't want to see The Rock on WWE TV ever again.
Ever.
Unless he's going to stick around and make a kind of cohesive storyline. I don't want to see The Rock on WWE TV ever again. Ever again.
What do you got, Six?
I don't know how to go on this one. I think you're right. Drew deserves to win, and she probably should win. I don't think they want to throw out Orton's. I shouldn't say momentum because he just lost to Cody. But
he lost to Cena and Cody.
Yeah. So I guess I'll go with McIntyre as well. Kind of a toss up for me. I can see either of them really winning, but I think McIntyre's got more to push forward with than Orton in the short term. So I'll go with Drew as well.
I think the money in it is having Drew beat Cody, then Randy beat Drew. So Randy's holding the title at Mania, and you're gonna get heel Cody Rhodes versus babyface Randy Orton.
If he comes out with the black hair, the brown hair, he turned heel.
Who?
Cody.
Oh, if he loses the blonde and goes back. Oh, okay, I got you.
He's supposedly getting a new moniker too, where he's gonna be King Nightmare or something like that, instead of the American Nightmare.
The Nightmare King.
Or the Nightmare King, that's what it is. Yes.
King.
I think it's the Nightmare King.
Sounds like
LA Knight versus Seth Rollins. Seth freaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is winning this. Seth Rollins wins this match due to his Okay, let's put it this way. I think LA Knight wins the match. I'm going to give it to LA Knight. Wins the match. Disqualification because of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. He wins the match. Later on, I think Seth is going to try to cash in. And that's where we get the return of Roman Reigns. And so Seth is going to lose because of disqualification, but then he's going to wind up trying to cash in. He's not going to cash in because he's not going to get time to cash in, and that's when we get Roman Reigns comes back. So I'm going to give it to LA Knight. LA Knight through disqualification.
You don't think they go the? Well, we'll talk about it, I guess, in a minute. But I agree. I think LA Knight picks up the victory due to disqualification as well.
I'm going to say Seth Rollins wins. Even though there is going to be interference, but I think Seth Rollins will win with interference from the Empire.
Actually, I'm starting to think that LA Knight was the one that broke into Seth Rollins' house because remember he broke into Logan Paul's house. So I can see that happen. He's the one that stole the $10,000 from the house.
Something tells me LA Knight don't need that $10,000.
I know. Remember, he's a schizo, man. He freaking had the personality of Ezekiel. Remember that?
Yeah.
All right, what do we got next here?
Heavyweight
championship match: Gunther versus Goldberg.
All right. This is where it gets a little complicated. I think Gunther wins. Because a lot of outside interference is going to happen. Because this is where they're going to be both messed up. This is where Gunther's going to win because Seth is going to freaking try to cash in. And this is where Roman Reigns comes back. this particular thing. So it'd be kind of stupid if they didn't let Seth try to cash in, because it's open season for all champions, and he should be let loose to what's going on. Like I said, Roman Reigns, spears Gunther, spears Seth Rollins, spears Goldberg. It's total mayhem at the end because you have Braun Breaker, and you're going to have Penta come out. LA Knight will come back. It's going to be a totally crazy ending to figure the Saturday Night Main Event. And Roman Reigns is going to be standing tall in the ring. Oh, the OC is back. And he's going to be standing.
OTC won.
The OTC won. So.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I could agree with you. I could see your point, but I could also see WWE throwing a curveball at us, which they've been doing lately. Like when you absolutely think, no, this isn't going to happen, they do it.
Yeah.
I could 100% see Goldberg winning this match and Seth Rollins immediately cashing in and taking the belt off of Goldberg.
And having it and then getting speared by Roman Reigns at the end, and Roman Reigns standing in the middle, and you have a new champion. That actually would be a really good ending too. You're right, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Because remember, World Champ didn't the World Champ last pay-per-view, last Saturday Night Main Event? Did we ever change the hands or the championship?
No, Jey Uso lost the championship to Gunther on Raw.
On Raw, so we didn't have nobody winning anything in the last Saturday Night Main Event. That's why
everybody retained.
Nobody wins championships on Saturday Night Main Event, and that's the thing. And that's the reason why I said Gunther keeps the belt, because.
Well, I think it's legit because he's already been promoted for a like WWE Superstar show, like house show, as World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, with Penta.
Yeah, but I could see it.
Well, it could be a change like they did last time. You're right. It could be a change. Oh, cramps again. Fuck. My wrestling day
again.
Ate a banana, Dom.
I had one.
And this guy's like, I want to be in wrestling. I want to make my debut. And he's over here cramping.
I'm crying.
He's cramping, doing just talking about wrestling.
I know.
He's gonna be look like Peter Griffin.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a retirement match, so here's where I lie on this. It's a retirement match, so my gut says Gunther, right?
Yeah.
But it's Goldberg. So my head says, not a company man, not a team player, out for himself. Just ask Bret Hart. Goldberg isn't going to want to go out and lose on his retirement match. That's what you do. You lose at your retirement match to put over the next the guy you're facing. And
here's the problem. Gunther doesn't need to be put over.
Right, exactly. That's why this is kind of a weird match.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's Goldberg, man. Like the dude can barely walk, so I don't know how long this match is gonna go. Like, did you see him try to set up that spear on Monday Night Raw? Like, it looked slow. Yeah.
Listen, you want WWE to really throw you a curveball? You got Brock Lesnar show up.
Oh my God, Dom. Brock Lesnar is not showing up.
You have Brock Lesnar show up.
Especially after today when they announced that the judge in the case is agreed with Janelle Grant, so they're moving forward with it. So Brock Lesnar ain't coming back until that shit's all done.
Or ever come back.
Yeah. He'll be in that new promotion.
I don't know, man. This is so. Yeah, he's gonna show up in the Real American Wrestling with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
Hey, it's gonna be playing on Fox, right? The Fox Network.
I think so. Yeah. This is a hard one, boys. This is a hard one.
Hey, listen.
I think it's Fox Sports 1. I don't think it's Fox. terrestrial.
I'm telling you, just go with Matt. Go with me. Gunther wins. Seth comes out. Tries to cash in.
Well, I think that's logical too. Like
Roman Reigns comes out. Look, let's put it this way. You know that Seth is going to come out with friggin' Braun Breaker and friggin'
here's what I think is going to happen. All right. You're going to get Gunther. Goldberg's going to hit Gunther with a spear. Goldberg is going to go for the pin. Seth's going to come out. He's going to stomp Goldberg, roll him out of the ring. Bronson Reed is going to, you're going to have Gunther get up. Braun Breaker. Oh, shit. Hold on. Because I think there's some magic there in a Braun Breaker spear on Goldberg.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little magic there. How do I want to?
You have that. Listen, you have Braun Breaker freaking spearing Goldberg, right? Then you have freaking goddamn Roman Reigns spearing Braun Breaker.
Yeah, a spear off.
Exactly. You have a spear festival going on. So
it's a spearathon.
Spearathon. You have that go on. But the whole fact is that you have to have a crazy ending. You have Seth come out with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, right? So you're about to do something. All of a sudden, you hear CM Punk's music come out. CM Punk comes out. He gets beat up. Penta comes back. And that happens. And then he gets beat up. LA Knight comes in. And then the last person to come out is friggin' Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns, everybody's out. Roman Reigns spears Seth to that he don't cash in. And that's how it ends, where Roman Reigns is standing tall in a friggin' ring of all guys, all messed up. And also, like I said, you could remember Seth Rollins told Gunther, it's open season, man. So Gunther knows he's a marked man too. So there's a lot of things that can go in this. I don't think Goldberg's winning this belt. I think that.
No, I know. I think there's going to be some shenanigans, but
a lot of shenanigans.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I could really see Goldberg hitting the spin or the spear on Gunther and going for the pin, and Seth comes out and Goldberg gets up to confront Seth, and he catches a spear from Braun Breaker, and Seth pins Goldberg to win the championship. Cashes in. Well, no, he can't. So, unless he cashed it and make it a triple threat. But
right.
Okay, so Braun hits Goldberg with the spear. Then while Gunther's down, he catches a tsunami from Bronson Reed, and as he's starting to get up, Seth goes to and curb stomps Gunther, and then goes to pin him. And as he's trying to pin him, that's when Roman Reigns comes back and breaks it up. And Reigns is trying, and then Braun Breaker's going to go try to intercept Reigns on the ramp, and I think Reigns is going to catch him with a spear on the ramp, kind of like he caught Carlito with.
Yeah,
I think he's going to get him with a flying spear and break it up, and he's going to break up the pin to keep Gunther as champion and prevent Seth from winning the title, which sets up their feud for SummerSlam.
Yep.
That's what I'm going with. Lock it in.
Yeah.
I'm calling that Goldberg's going to catch a spear on Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
From Braun Breaker.
And then friggin' Braun Breaker and friggin' Braun Breaker's going to catch a spear from Roman Reigns.
I lost track of what you got. I'll go ahead. Get on it. Listen.
God forbid knows that going back and watching it doesn't help you either, Sticks.
I know.
I got I'm listening to both of you. Then when I go back to
you got to tape your commentary as well as tape the show too, so you can study
it. Well, I got tape. It's on YouTube.
Listen,
there you go.
All you need to know.
Do it for me.
We don't need to get into who's spearing who and this, that, and the other thing. All you need to know is that I'm saying that Gunther's going to retain through a Seth failed cash in being broken up by Roman Reigns.
Yeah. And that's what I said too. So there you go. Roman Reigns is going to interfere.
Yeah. Plus interference. And return of OTC. All right. Here's what I got on here. I've been saying for a couple weeks now that I think Goldberg was going to win with a Seth cash in. And I'm going to stick to that. I'm going to stick to that because I'm going to stick to it. Goldberg is going to spear Gunther, pin him. He'll get the jackhammer.
Whoa! I thought you were saying he's gonna ejaculate on him. I was like, wait, hold on.
No.
Whoa, Sticks.
What kind of show is this?
It just got way out of hand.
Not that. No. He's gonna jackhammer him, pin him.
He's gonna spear Gunther. He's gonna bust a fatty nut on him.
Oh God!
Was it NT-17?
He apparently did now.
Might as well be. When then Seth is going to come down, initiate with Goldberg. But before he does that, Bronson and
Breaker.
The
Braun.
Yeah, the B&B security is down called them.
The Bronze.
Yeah. They're gonna take out Goldberg to where Seth is going to be able to cash him in. And that'll be it for.
Let me ask you a question.
Goldberg's championship.
Do you think Goldberg and Gunther in the ring, fighting, and Goldberg spears Gunther, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins sends in Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed to take care of both of them. And as Seth Rollins is ready to come into the ring with the other briefcase, he gets intercepted by Roman Reigns out of nowhere with a spear.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool too. Before he
you're essentially saying the same thing. You're just changing how it's going to happen now.
Yeah, I know, but before he even gets to cash in the thing.
Yeah,
he's about to come
on the ramp or whatever.
Yeah, on the ramp, like he's going into the ring, about to go into the ring, and he gets intercepted. Just freaking so.
Reigns comes out from underneath the.
Or you have Breaker show up first, and he catches Goldberg with a spear, and then Seth goes for the stomp on Gunther, and as Seth's going for the stomp, he gets intercepted by Reigns and speared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true too. But I still see Roman Reigns spearing freaking Braun Breaker. That definitely is.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. So you'll get Bronson, you'll get the freaking Breaker spearing Goldberg, and then Goldberg getting speared. Then Breaker getting speared by Roman Reigns.
I don't know if OTC comes back in this one. I think it's a possibility. I think we'll get him.
If he doesn't come back, this is a setup for SummerSlam. So if he doesn't come back now, then you don't think he shows up till SummerSlam?
Right. And I don't even know if it'll be this. I think it'll be with the Bloodline stuff.
Wait, do you think if he doesn't show up in Saturday Night Main Event, he shows up Monday Night Raw to get a good pop in Monday night?
You don't think he's going to come back?
He's coming back.
He's coming back. And get revenge on Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins.
He is coming back.
You think he's just going to come back and automatically get thrown right back into the Bloodline stuff?
No, the end of Saturday Night Main Event will have Roman Reigns standing tall in a friggin' a ring of guys that got all defeated in the middle of a ring with everybody down and him standing tall. That's how it's going to end Saturday Night Main Event. So.
I really think that Punk is going to take the enemy of my enemy is my friend angle, and that's why him and Reigns are going to team up at SummerSlam.
And Penta. Or I don't think Jimmy Uso is going to be part of that. Jay Uso is going to be part of that. I think it's going to be Penta. I think Penta friggin' because I know that Penta is going to be going after Gunther, the thing, but I still think that Penta he's not finished with.
Did he? And he tiptoes down to the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, everyone else is getting beat up.
That was the best.
Yep.
But they're both heel. But figure John Cena's a heel. Why would he help John Cena? And why would he help anybody except CM Punk? So I don't know.
I don't know. That's where I'm at. So
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know why I get this just gut feeling that we're gonna get Jey Uso versus Gunther 6 at SummerSlam.
No.
I just get this gut feeling that that's gonna happen.
Nah, it's not gonna happen. I'd rather see Rikishi fight Gunther.
Rikishi ain't fighting anybody.
Yo, Rikishi's only 52 years old. He can still fight.
He's older than 50. He's got to be older than 52.
He's in his 50s.
Yeah. All right. Up next, we've got Evolution.
He's 59.
There you go. See, I knew he was older than that. I knew he was
All
older
right.
than 52.
Evolution?
Because he can't be a year older than me.
Listen.
In WWE at 15.
Io Sky is winning this.
Sticks. I said he's 59, not 509. All right.
Io Sky is going to retain champion because there's going to be some outside interference. But I think the outside interference is going to be the Kabuki Warriors helping her and turning on her. That's going to be I've been saying that they're going to be turning on her. I've been saying that for a while now. That she's going to keep the championship and have to deal with Asuka and what's her name? I always freaking Kali. Will Kali sing?
Kyrie Sane.
Kyrie Singh.
Kyrie Singh.
Kyrie Singh. So she's retaining Io Sky.
Yeah, I think Io Sky is going to retain as well. I don't think they're going to put the belt back on Rhea Ripley just yet. But because I think they want to do Io Sky versus Asuka, which is what's probably going to happen at SummerSlam.
Yep.
So I think Io retains, even though I still stand firm that her 2 title runs now have been absolutely a slog.
Flat.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
I like Io. I'm trying to think who you would have come down. Would you have Naomi come down and interfere in the match and try to cash in? I don't know. Or who else has been into that?
Listen, I'm telling you, what's going to happen is that, we haven't got to the tag team championship thing yet, but that's going to be a big factor in what happens in this Io Sky Ripley match.
It depends on the order, right? I mean,
yeah, because this is probably going to be what the main event. The second, because I think Tiffy time is going to be Tiffy and friggin' Trish Stratus, because we will have a cash in.
That'll be somewhere in the middle.
But yeah. All right, let's go to the next one right now.
I'm still trying to figure out.
The Kabuki Warriors coming down.
I'm gonna agree with Matt that Io Sky's run has been lackluster. And
or both of them.
Well, both. Her runs, not her diarrhea, right? Her runs as champion.
Thank you for correcting
that. I gotta make sure I get my no. I'm gonna say Rhea Ripley wins. I think she's going to take it. I think they want her back on her. I think when she had the championship, it had more pop to it when she comes out with a belt. So I'm gonna go Rhea Ripley.
We'll see, but I think WWE really wants to push that Io Asuka. That's what the fans want.
Yep. Well, we'll see, because with them being turned into a tag team, we'll see what.
I don't think the Kabuki Warriors are here to stay, though. I think this is a one-time thing.
No, I think it will be short-lived, but yeah. Women's Intercontinental Championship match: Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria.
I think Becky retains. Becky retains this match. I think she loses it to BBL Bayley at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I say Becky Lynch.
BBL Bayley.
And yes, I think Bayley this would be SummerSlam. Bayley versus Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I've also got Becky retaining on this one as well. Lyra still has some work to do on her in-match stuff, and
I kind of think that Lyra was the one.
Bayley needs something else. I don't know. She needs something different.
I just think you've had it. Lyra was the inaugural. She had the title for a long time. You can't have Becky beat her and then put the belt right back on her. So either Becky retains or it goes to Bayley. And I think Becky's going to retain here, and then she's going to lose to Bayley at SummerSlam.
Yeah, Lyra freaking broke into Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch's house.
Oh my God. Brock Lesnar broke into Seth Rollins' house.
Hey,
the WWE draft broke into Seth Rollins' house.
The whole draft.
Ethan Page broke.
Ethan Page, yeah. El Snow.
No, I just do the troll. I'm just doing that to troll because it's just funny because it's like the scenarios. Becky Lynch is bad. Seth is bad. They got the house broken. So all the enemies that are on this show against them are the ones that broke into the house.
I know you're doing it to troll.
Yeah, I know.
Really with the Tampa Mafia.
Okay.
All right.
Tiffy.
WWE Women's Championship match: Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus.
Tiffy wins.
Oh, yeah.
Naomi comes out, cashes in. Naomi's taking it. She's gonna take it. Naomi wins the championship in Evolution.
Yep. That's solid, but I think Tiffany Stratton wins this match. I don't think we get a cash in because we haven't gotten to the other. We have a Naomi versus Jade Cargill match this night. I think that something's going to happen in that where Naomi's going to lose to Jade and it's going to upset her, and at SummerSlam Jade is going to beat Tiffany Stratton, and as Jade's getting ready to hoist the title, that's when we're going to get the cash in, and Naomi's going to take the title off of her.
Yeah, look, you say that. I say that for one particular reason. The EST. Naomi cashes in, confronted by what's the face of? Can't think of her name.
Jade Cargill?
No, the EST.
Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair. That is going to be the fact that she confronts her. They're going to have the fight in SummerSlam. What's going to happen is they're going to have the fight in SummerSlam, and that's where we're going to find out. Jade Cargill is going to be involved with that, because I actually think that eventually Bianca Belair is going to win the belt, and they're going to have Jade Cargill fight Bianca Belair, because I think Bianca Belair is the ringmaster to what happened to Jade Cargill. You're going to find it out later on. So, I think what they want for WrestleMania will be Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair. That's what you want. That's the match you want.
But to get there, Naomi has to win the title at some point because she's got the Money in the Bank.
She's gonna win. She's gonna win Evolution. She's gonna cash in.
I don't know, man. So you think your main event of SummerSlam is going to be Naomi versus Jade Cargill, and that's when you're going to find out that Bianca Belair was behind all of this all along?
No, I actually think that Jade Cargill is gonna, because she has the championship thing, but I see Bianca Belair winning the championship down the road.
I think the better story is you have her beat Naomi, you have Tiffany win this, then it's Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam, then you have the EST come out to help Jade Cargill at SummerSlam and turn on Jade, attack Jade, and leave her laying. She lays out Tiffany. She's gonna go for the win. She's got Tiffany beat. She's gonna go for the win. And you have Jade Cargill, or not Jade Cargill, but you have
Naomi.
No, you have Bianca Belair come take out Jade Cargill, and then that's when Naomi comes in and cashes in and wins the title at SummerSlam.
And you can find that. There could be Jade Cargill versus EST still.
I think that's the better play, but
you know what? You're right. That is the better play. And then eventually you could have Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair. It had nothing to be a championship series in WrestleMania. That could be its own WrestleMania card right there. You're right.
But if you remember, I was on that same train you are weeks ago where I was saying that Naomi was going to cash in at Evolution, but that was before we got this Jade Cargill match with Naomi. Yeah. This Naomi Jade Cargill match.
Yeah, no, you're right. All right.
So like it makes me think that something's going to happen where like Naomi's going to want to get her revenge. So Jade's going to be about to win the title at SummerSlam, and Naomi's going to cash in. And after she wins and beat her, or I don't know. It's so many variables, Dom.
Right. Yeah. So many angles. What angles? There's a bunch of angles.
Kurt Angles.
That's it.
Kurt Angle. So Dom, do you see it where she comes down and creates a triple threat and wins it over Tiffany?
They need a big pop in Evolution. You know,
they need people in the seats is what they need.
They need people in the seats, but a championship. Listen, I look, the only, regardless of the fact if this championship changes hands, I actually think the tag team champions are changing hands. I actually think that when we get to the tag team championship match, add that in there. You know, I actually think that we're gonna get the friggin' what's the face, Charlotte and what's her name?
Alexa Bliss
winning the tag team championship. Whew. I see that happening.
Didn't give her the championship belt, but let's give her the tag team belt.
Yeah, exactly. So you give her and friggin' Charlotte, to build them up because they're like hating each other. I don't like you. You're not my friend, but I'll team with you type of thing, and then they win, and they become happy.
And how forced was that hug that she gives her?
I know. Yeah, I know that was a forced hug, and she gave at the end, and then she jumped off. So
don't give me that.
So I can see that happening. That, you know what? I'm going to change match right. Tiffany Stratton wins and gets confronted by Jade Cargill. I think Tiffany. I think Naomi comes down and tries to cash in, and doesn't get it. I think Bianca Belair is gonna stop her. And you're right, SummerSlam.
Bianca will stop her.
Yeah, and then Bianca Belair is gonna turn heel against Jade Cargill at SummerSlam. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna find out that she was the mastermind with Naomi. So, and that's how Naomi will win the belt. SummerSlam.
They definitely got to get that off the books. The whole who took her out. I mean, I think I said it last week because someone, I don't know if it was you or Matt, said we'll find out at Royal Rumble or like you're not going a year.
I didn't say Royal Rumble. I said probably SummerSlam very soon because it's been a while. This whole friggin' feud.
Been a while, yeah, long enough. All right. So I got you down as Tiffany winning.
Yeah.
Okay. Retaining. Okay. All right. Up next, hopefully Matt comes back. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss versus the Kabuki Warriors and Sol Ruka and Zarya in a women's tag team fatal 4-way match.
Listen, All right, so this is my theory. This is what I wanted to say. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss wins. Right? They win the belts. The Kabuki Warriors go down to have support for Io Sky. Io Sky retains, and they go to the ring to freaking celebrate with Io Sky, and that's where they freaking goddamn take Io Sky out.
Oh, we're back to this now.
Yeah, because now this is where how it all builds up to that. And
yeah, we are. That's exactly where we're at.
And Asuka, Asuka's gonna fight Io Sky. So Raquel and Roxanne, they lose the belts, but they freaking have more respect for each other, this and that, and they're gonna go back later on for the belts, and that's where they become closer. This is where Liv eventually comes back, and I think Raquel is gonna be the one that freaking boots Liz in the face and gets to the team. I don't think it's gonna be Raquel and Liz as that good, but yeah. So I see Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss winning the championship belts off of them, and the Kabuki Warriors go down to celebrate with Io Sky for winning and turn on them. And that's it.
God damn it. I couldn't make it to the mic. I was right there. I was like, oh no, mute. I agree with every sentiment you just said, except for the Kabuki Warriors turning on Io Sky. But yeah, I think Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss are winning the titles.
Yep.
So Raquel and Roxanne are going to lose the belts. Now, I think that's going to cause more attention and friction between them two, because Raquel is going to say, I knew I couldn't retain or we couldn't have a good keep the championship with you as my partner. That's going to cause a rift right there. Going back into Judgment Day, that's going to cause a rift. Kabuki Warriors, I don't think they're going to win it. Sol Ruka and Zarya, I think if you followed NXT in the last few weeks, I think Zarya is going to turn on Sol Ruka and leaving her by herself.
That's that's who I think Sol Ruka ends up dropping the North American Championship to, is Zarya.
Yeah, so that leaves Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Now, I said this while you were gone. I don't know if you heard me. I said you didn't give a women's championship to Charlotte, but let's give her you still need a belt on Charlotte because she's a Flair, right? Or because she's a legacy wrestler.
Well, I just don't think you don't team Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss up if you're not planning on putting titles on.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I've got Charlotte and Alexa winning. I'm gonna say that that Charlotte is gonna have.
You see this right here?
Perez submit.
This right here was changed dramatically because of Liv getting hurt. Because it was going to be.
Absolutely.
It was definitely going to be Liv and Raquel against the Bella Twins.
Yeah, 100%.
That was a definite. So,
I will say that I kind of like this a little better. A little more spice into it. If the Bella Twins come in, we know the Bella Twins are probably going to end up winning it over them. So this is a little more spice in the sauce here for the tag team. But yeah, Charlotte, Alexa, that was across the board, right? Where we all had her?
Yeah.
No, okay. All right. Well, I don't have. I don't know who's going to be in this battle royal.
All you have to know is one thing, Matt. Who's winning? So I got the same thing you got.
Stephanie Vicaire.
Thank you, Stephanie Vicaire.
Because listen, it's there. All right, you're gonna have Stephanie Vicaire beat Io Sky for the championship at Clash in Paris or Clash at the Castle.
Okay.
Because it's in Perth, isn't it? Is it no Crown Jewel is Perth, right?
Crown Jewel is Perth.
So yeah, so she gets whoever wins this gets the title shot at
Clash in Paris is in Paris.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember if it's Clash at the Castle or Clash in Paris.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, she's winning this to get the title match, and she's gonna win the title off Io Sky because they want to do Io Sky Asuka, and I think that's exactly why they announced that the winner of this battle royal gets the shot after SummerSlam, because I think they want to do Io Sky versus Asuka at SummerSlam, have Io go over, and then Stephanie's going to take the belt off Io in Paris.
Okay.
And I surprised entrance to this. I think this is where Paige comes back. I don't think it's AJ Lee. I think this is where Paige comes back.
Yep.
I don't know if she's gonna wrestle anymore. I don't know.
Hey, listen. Let me go back. Let's go back to the
once, maybe. Yes.
The reason why Raquel and freaking Perez both they lose. Perez and freaking Raquel, the Bella twins interfere. That's how they lose.
Well, I think Brie Bella comes back in this match. You're gonna have to have some surprises in this match because their women have most of their women's rosters already fighting. Yeah. So, you're gonna have to have Stephanie Vicaire in this and all that. So I think you're gonna have at least maybe 2 to 3 surprise entrances in this.
Yep.
I don't think AJ Lee's coming back. I don't really think she has any interest in wrestling anymore.
Nope. Well, AJ Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not.
You get something like this, and it's always speculation about AJ Lee, just because her husband's Punk. But I think you could see Paige come back here and shock the world. Because I think you walked away when we were talking about it earlier, or disconnected. She was on an interview with Chris Van Vliet, and she's 100% free. And he said you could show up at any WWE at any time. She's like, I could show up at WWE at any time. And he asked her, "Are you coming back? Are you going to go back to WWE as Paige or Saraya?" She said, "I'm going back as Paige." So the writing's there, man. I would not be surprised that she shows back up at Evolution.
Okay. All right. I've only got 2. I'm going to give you 2 quick surprise entrants. Okay, go ahead.
News flash. Some news. The latest wrestling news. It said it's being pitched. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and The Rock are reportedly being pitched as possible opponents for John Cena's final match.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
What backwoods ass AI site are you getting this from, Dom? If it's from Instagram.
Nope. It's JM Playground.
Never heard of it.
That's the insider report. I don't know if it is.
I'm gonna say no. I've got 2 surprise entrants for this battle royal coming out of TNA. And not anyone currently on the roster, but has been on the roster. I've got Gail Kim showing up, and for one last match into the battle royal, I've got Awesome Kong.
Who?
Where the hell are you pulling Awesome Kong out of?
Awesome Kong. She never really got to leave on her own. You don't know who Awesome Kong is?
No, I know, but I'm saying, but how the hell did you pick that out of your hat?
I'm picking that. But there was an interview or something with Gail saying that she had stepped down to maybe come back to do one more match.
Well, the whole fact is Gail Kim was let go by TNA.
Yeah, there was no stepping down. She was fired.
I'm gonna say those two. I don't know.
Awesome Kong, huh?
I'll say Awesome Kong. Because those two had a great rivalry in TNA. That's why I think those two might come in. I'd like to see something different. I mean, we get the same people all the time.
I see Lita coming back.
Oh, I knew you were going to say Lita. I knew
because she still hasn't fight yet. I see that. I see her coming back. And you know what? If AJ Lee did come back, the pop that she would get.
Oh yeah, it would be astronomical.
It'd be crazy.
Astronomical.
With the 5 people in the ring, the 5 people on the stage, in the freaking goddamn seats. But yeah, but
at the KFC.
But the biggest return is going to be Paige Saraya.
I think so.
I just had sex in a zoo, Saraya. You know, an abandoned zoo.
But if you heard "Light It Up," people would absolutely go nuts.
Yep.
But what would even be a bigger swerve, because Paige had a thing for her when she showed up. Paige shows back up to that music. Everyone thinks it's AJ Lee, but Paige comes out instead.
Oh, yeah. There you go. But Stephanie Vickier, victorious in the Battle Royal.
I think so too. 100%. I think that's why she's had 2 weeks off.
3 weeks.
3 weeks off to get ready for this Battle Royal. I think that's who's winning, and that's who's going to get the title shot in Paris is Stephanie Vickier.
There you go. Smack it up.
Yeah,
Look it up.
I don't know. I don't know who's in, but if Vickire's in it, I'm going to say she wins as well. So. All right, here's that Jade Cargill versus Naomi. No holds barred match.
Wait a minute. This match should be. Isn't the Battle Royal the last match? That's the last thing, right?
I don't know if it is or not. I think I honestly want to say that I think the Battle Royal will be first, and the last match will be Jordan Gray. It'll either be Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus, or it'll be Jordan Grace versus no, I don't think it's not going to be Jordan Grace versus JCJ.
Nope.
Let's put it this way. I think it's probably going to be in Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus.
And the top match of the night? Really? I would have put them mid-card. But
now, let me tell you something. I think the Battle Royal should be the end. You get the winner, they come victorious, and you have the 2 champions that you don't know who, because she could fight. She has a title shot. Most likely she has a title shot for her own brand, but the whole fact that we don't know what the situation is. But the Io Sky thing is definitely a legit possibility.
That's what it is. Is it whoever wins this Battle Royal gets a shot at their brand's champion at Clash in the Castle.
That's in Paris.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You know, so this is no hold bars. That means there's no
disqualification.
No DQ. So that means that your Bianca Belair theory works here.
Yeah, you're right. But I think the Bianca Belair turning heel in SummerSlam would be a bigger thing. You know, but how about this? How about Bianca? Figure Naomi wins. You don't know who. The lights go out somewhere, and she gets side blinded by somebody, and no one knows who it is.
Here's why I don't think this happens, because they just had her win Queen of the Ring.
Yeah.
So they're going to put a rocket ship on her back until SummerSlam. So they're going to try to make her look as dominant as possible until SummerSlam. That's why I don't think the swerve is going to happen until SummerSlam.
Yeah, SummerSlam, yeah.
Because they want to make Jade looked strong.
Well,
They
actually,
want her to perform well.
no. So all right. Jade wins this. Naomi tries to cash in on Stiffy time and
Stiffy time.
Stiffy
Dom,
time.
where are you at tonight, bro?
Yo, I'm fucking tired, man. Tiffy time, right? But Bianca Belair comes out and interferes and stops her from winning. So you think that Jade Cargill thinks that, Bianca Belair, and that's where you get the swerve in SummerSlam. There you go. So Jade Cargill wins. Later on in the match, Naomi tries to cash in on Tiffy time. Gets confronted with Bianca Belair, and that's where SummerSlam will build up for the SummerSlam story for the big reveal that Bianca Belair was the ringmaster behind everything, and you'll find out that the battle, and then eventually Jade Cargill will go to fight Bianca Belair for a little bit more, and let Naomi do her own thing for the time being. So you get that match. Probably, yeah. I can see that happening.
Oh, I think you'll get that redemption arc when Jade Cargill inevitably probably wins the Royal Rumble, and comes back and takes the belt off Naomi. But that's just, I think that swerve, because you still got that whole like promo where she was like, "I did it all for you, Bianca. It was all for you." So it makes sense for the swerve. I think a more impactful swerve to happen at SummerSlam, where Bianca comes out and she thinks that she's gonna get help from Jade, or Jade's gonna look at her like, "What are you doing here?" And she's gonna attack Jade, leaving her laying, and then that's when that's why I think Jade Cargill wins the match at SummerSlam. Then Bianca's gonna come out and congratulate her, and then she's gonna hit her with a EST, and that's when Naomi's gonna come out and cash in on Jade Cargill, and that's when we're gonna find out that Bianca Belair was part of it all along.
Okay, there you go. Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, I've got Jade winning. I think we all did, right? Yeah. All right. NXT Women's Championship match: JC Jane versus Jordan Grace.
See, JC Jane looks so much better in this photo.
Yeah, she does. It's the angle of her face. The angle of her face, the way it is.
Yeah. But I still have Jordan Grace winning this match.
Yep. Jordan Grace wins.
Me as well.
JC Jane was only the interim champion to take the title off Stephanie so they could call her up.
Yep.
Jordan Grace wins.
Yep. Championship. All right, across the board, we all got that. One more? Nope. That's it for that.
Oh, Great American Bash. I was like, who's Gab?
Yeah, the Great American Bash, Saturday Night Main Event, and Evolution.
Who's Gab?
And of course, up for grabs is the belt again. We'll see who takes it.
Dom,
for the
defending
weekend.
champion.
Yep.
Is Dom going to be able to hold this title?
See what happens.
Yep. I still think it should be my title, but
calling some bounty pucks there, Dom.
Sticks can't math.
Yeah.
Sticks' math just isn't mathing.
Yep. A plus B equals D.
I would love Sticks to be an accountant in a bank or freaking work in finance. Add extra money to my check at work all the time, man.
Everybody would be like, "How did I get this $1 million added to my?" I don't know, but I'm going to spend it.
Oh shit!
Before they notice.
This is not my check. Damn, I just been sticked. Jesus.
There you go.
Yeah, well, the Sticks math, your check would end up being like $3,000 negative.
Put it all in my account. All right.
Yeah, so
that's a hefty weekend for us, boys. That's a hefty weekend.
It is a hefty weekend.
I don't even think we have to go over the friggin' the shows.
No, I wasn't going. I don't think there was much in the shows to even go over.
Yeah, you're right. We'll go over the shows. We actually go over the shows because this week's shows we can actually go over this week's shows next week. Shit, man. By the time we'll get the show's gonna be like a 3-hour show next week because we're gonna have so many
Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right.
I mean, at most, the only thing we got was that LA Knight spot where he clips Seth.
Yeah, Seth Rollins.
And freaking Braun Breaker.
Freaking
goes after him over. He tries to go over the thing, and he gets stuck on the. He gets stuck on the sidebar. That was funny.
Well, that's the only thing. Monday Night Raw is about the only thing that because tomorrow is SmackDown tomorrow.
It wasn't even a great Raw, really.
No, it was a very bland Raw.
It was like a B.
Basic.
NXT has become it.
But you know what?
Damn near unwatchable.
But the questionable thing is when Braun Breaker took the mic from Seth. So that's the questionable thing we're talking about.
Yeah, that promo.
Yeah, that promo thing. And then friggin' Sami Zayn is out and Braun Breaker's pissed because Karrion Kross friggin'
that'll be an interesting
interference.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you this. I could see next week on Monday Night Raw, or maybe even Saturday Night Main Event, if Karrion Kross is in the building.
He will be.
I could see friggin' Braun Breaker walking through the corridor and running into Karrion Kross. And Karrion Kross will say thank you because you're welcome. It'll say you're welcome. And Braun Breaker's not going to feel like it today. I see something like that. I don't know.
No, I think you see Braun Breaker searching out Karrion Kross on Raw to tell him to stay out of his business.
Yep.
And
right,
and that's
he's going to tell him. He's going to tell him your business is my business.
Exactly.
Because he's feuding with Sami Zayn too. So
I mean, because if Sami's out, no matter how long it is,
so now
you're gonna have to put him against somebody.
Exactly. So Sami's out, but Sami's still the subject of the matter. So you could have freaking Braun Breaker. Because Braun Breaker was still pissed in the locker room later on.
Yep.
He had that look when freaking Seth goes, "Don't worry about it. You won this and that. You should be." And Braun Breaker didn't like that. So you can I can see him going to friggin' Pierce and go, "Listen, I want to fight Karrion Kross."
Mm-hmm.
And Karrion goes, "What are you picking on me for? I've helped you out." Something like that. Because I think Karrion Kross, man, the top seller in shirts, merchandise, over everybody. You can't deny that the selling factor. People want they're chanting his name.
He was over when he was cutting his promo on Raw, and they all started chanting, "We want Kross, we want Kross."
So I can rest assured you put him in the storyline with freaking Seth Rollins, these guys. That would definitely pop.
Karrion Kross is 2025's Jey Uso.
Yeah.
He's getting essentially the same push Jey Uso got from the crowd last year.
You'll get somewhat a babyface Kross, right? When Sami comes back, Sami's going to be more of a
heel
type of thing.
I don't see them turning Sami heel till after Mania next year, man. I really don't.
No,
Sami's gonna go into Saudi Arabia a babyface. He's gonna go into Saudi and win the title and win Royal Rumble as a babyface.
So we'll see. That'd be kind of cool though. You bring Karrion Kross into the whole Seth Rollins mayhem. I don't want it to be like one and done. They fight one and done. It's like that. Bring him in there. Let him be let there be some kind of other. Because like I said, you're gonna have Roman Reigns feuding with Seth. You're gonna have Penta and friggin' LA Knight feuding with the guys too. So you move more people into the fix because Sami's not gonna be here until the end of the year. Or the SummerSlam, come back maybe SummerSlam.
That's not the end of the year. Survivor Series, I mean.
I know, but SummerSlam or come back Survivor Series, depending on what's what.
I mean, I could really see him cutting an angle where Sami's out until Royal Rumble. He comes back surprisingly at Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia and wins. Like, it's a long time, but
that is a long time.
When you get closer to War Games, that they're looking for another person. You have 5 people, right?
I mean,
Jay is busy. Jimmy's busy. Karrion Kross is the only one that's not busy. And they asked Karrion Kross because Karrion Kross is having problems with them too. To join the faction, to join them, fight War Games.
The possibilities, so many possibilities.
Yep,
it's true. Well, I mean, Karrion Kross got that new contract, so they're gonna have to put him in somewhere. I mean, I guess they don't have to. I mean, they could.
Did you see?
Did Karrion Kross actually sign a new contract?
They say he's on the verge. They actually were about to sit down and sign it. And there was something. I sent it to you. I sent it to you guys. That they're on the verge of signing a new contract. Did you see Scarlett? The freaking goddamn cleavage was out. What's the name? Freaking had a double look.
Oh yeah. Those bad boys were definitely popping.
Boobies, man. Oh, that's just a perky too, man.
Definitely popping. But let us know in the comment section below who you think is going to come out victorious this weekend across all the professional wrestling goodness, whether it's AEW, whether it's the Great American Bash, whether it's Saturday Night Main Event, whether it's
TNA
Evolution. TNA. What's TNA doing this weekend?
Oh, did you talk about the wrestling? Oh. Yeah, the pay-per-views. I'm sorry.
They got that contract signing this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, big contract.
Regardless, let us know in the comment section below who you think's coming out on top this weekend. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our picks. If you want more from Dom and Sticks, you can catch them tomorrow night over on Renovision on the Qualified. You can catch me here on my channel, Absolute Geek, all week long. You can catch Dom on Sundays over on Renovision for the Dark Side, Tales from the Dark Side Star Wars show. You can catch Sticks on his channel, which is also where we're showing right now for his Doctor Who show on Tuesdays. You can catch us right back here Thursdays for more off the mat. Dom, it's your time to shine, my man. Words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom. Please, if you work out legs, stretch so you don't have your legs cramping up when you sit on the couch and have your wife trying to get the damn cramps out for over a half hour. I couldn't get up to go to the bathroom because I was in a lot of pain. Yes. So please, when you train, stretch. Stretching is very important.
Lots of water. Drink lots of water.
Exactly. And have the electrolytes, have bananas near you, have Gatorade, whatever it is. Stretch. And that is the words of wisdom.
Join us next week when we see Dirty Dom Tober make his professional wrestling debut and tear both of his.
In the ring, the lights go down. Roaring crowd, they scream and shout. Chants echo, shaking the ground. Warriors clash, the game is found.